Okay, I've had this video planned out for a while, and then James Harden got traded. So I'm making it anyways. And it shifted a lot because Harden got traded. And the Clippers need to do different things now. But man, short sample size. This video is going to be going up on Friday. So the Clippers only played 2 games so far, and they've both been bad games. They both haven't scored 100 points in both games. It's just been a rough time for this team. What I'm noticing is that Harden is more of the focus now, obviously, because they're trying to work him in a lot more than the other stars. But dang it, the stars need to cook on their own, bro. Like Kawhi and PG, this needs to be their team still with Russ/Harden handling the ball sometimes. Okay? If that makes sense. These guys are still kind of just spotting up the corner, taking shots when the ball's given to them, not really bringing the ball up, not switching, which is going to make any defense kind of shudder if you're having James Harden bring the ball up and then Russ and then PG and then Kawhi in the matter of a quarter. And they're just not doing that. It's just the same stuff. Same shovel pass into Zoo, who then fumbles the ball because he didn't know the ball was coming to him, turnover, lay up on the other side, and it's like, dude, what? Like, I don't know what they're hoping to get out of this season, but if the Clippers are not a 3 seed, there's no hope for a championship. There's no shot. And there's 2 teams, maybe 3 in the West that I'm actually concerned about as a Clippers fan and just for the Clippers. The Nuggets, obviously number 1. And the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are the only team to beat the Nuggets and the Celtics. I know the Sixers just beat the Celtics this week. So then now they're 5-2. But, man, the Timberwolves have previously beaten 2 undefeated teams to make them defeated. Anthony Edwards is looking crazy. Real teams can beat these fake teams, as we've been able to see. These superstar teams. The only exception to that was like KD on the Warriors. But, like, man, I don't know what the Clippers are wanting to get out of this. I'm still not super high on the trade. But they just have to capitalize on Harden being there. They have to use the bench. They have to be a team, which is what the Clippers were before. The Clippers were a very good team before. Does that make sense? Like being a team. When I think of good teams, we lost to 2 good teams past 2 games. New York Knicks have been playing very good team ball. They've bought into that system. The Nets are a bunch of just young guys just playing, shooting the ball. Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, all these guys going crazy. They've bought into that system. Good teams go far in the playoffs, okay? Lakers right now, not a good team. Pelicans right now, kind of a good team. Questions about Zion. Warriors are a good team, even though they got Chris Paul, and there's still some questions there. I put them in a mid-tier. But Timberwolves know what they're doing. The Nuggets know what they're doing. If the Clippers don't buy into being a team, there's no shot for them to even think about getting past the Nuggets to be the Western Conference favorite in the finals. Just to get to the finals, they got to go through the Nuggets. And then 2 other teams. And I don't know if they can do that. I wanted to talk more about what they can do because that's what the video is about. But as of right now, what they can do is just keep experimenting. It's the 8th game of the season out of an 82-game season. They're 10% of the way there in terms of games. Just play basketball and make mistakes, mess up, and try and win. They just got to win games. They've got to get home court advantage. That cannot be a thing. If they can get the 2nd seed or the 3rd seed, that helps them a little bit. But they've got to win games, man. Right now, they're sitting under 500 through 7 games. Not good. The bench is still deep. Their bench is still really deep. Bones Highland was getting high-quality minutes before James Harden came. Terrence Mann was a little injured before, a little banged up. Norman Powell was doing really, really good. And they've got some good scoring off the bench. But they've got a good scoring everywhere. So what I'm noticing is that we're missing our wing defenders, which is what we just straight up shipped off. I think it just comes down to Ty Lue finding a good system for the Clippers, good lineups, which is what he's good at. He's really good at making adjustments. I'm not scared at all as a fan with him being in the coach. If Doc Rivers is the coach still, I'd be losing my mind. But I still think it's an interesting thing to bring James Harden in. Their ceiling is a lot higher than it was before. I do think they have a better shot, like this way, at being a better team rather than getting to here and then having to like fight through the playoffs and just really grind and fight through the regular season too. Here, they could really, if they get into a right system, into a right, just the buy-in, the mentality, if they can do that like they've been saying they want to, there's got to be sacrifices. They've got a shot. They've got a legitimate chance at not only being in the Western Conference Finals, but like, oh, we might win this thing, and then get to the finals, and then, oh, we might win this thing. There's a chance there. I mean, you got James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard on the team with the championship winning coach in the past. I don't know what else you want. That can get you somewhere. Kawhi and PG are valuable players in their own right and reliable players, minus injury. That's well, okay, maybe I can't minus injury. When they're healthy, they're reliable. Kawhi Leonard, bro, I'm not even going to introduce that. Paul George has been very, very reliable when he hasn't been injured. And Russell Westbrook's been good. So Harden is the main question. They've got to make this Kawhi and PG's team stat. Because it's not looking like that. Kawhi and PG are not the ones holding the ball and scoring 30 points a night. It's being distributed a lot more with Harden. And Harden needs to shut up, sit back, and pass the ball and shoot when he's given the ball. You can't win with James Harden iso ball. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. So those are just a couple of my thoughts on the shakeup of the Clippers and what they need to do to win a championship. The East isn't very big, not very strong. I already have my doubts about the Bucks. Celtics have lost 2 games in a row. Yeah. Not crazy, not the end of the world, but they can be beaten by the right team, right? And then the Sixers. I don't know if the Sixers have what it takes, like that high ceiling. I don't know if they have that ceiling to get to the finals. So the league is very, very, as of right now, it's the Nuggets championship to lose again. I mean, we could say what we could say about Jamal Murray getting injured with the hamstring, but I think it's the Nuggets to lose for right now. They're the best team in the NBA. Bucks are kind of struggling. Celtics are there. They're good. They're really good. But when they lose, it's bad. It's a bad loss. Young teams are on the rise. Everyone's scrappy. Spurs are scrappy. Thunder are scrappy. Timberwolves want to win. Pelicans want to win. Mavericks are still good. There's some teams that really, really want to win. And these superstar teams, man, like the Clippers and the Suns, especially the Suns have not been doing good. These teams need to step up and to really need to crack down on being a team instead of just relying on their superstars. It's been interesting over the past decade how we've seen that superstar shift and then the shift back out of it, kind of, to more of a traditional building a good team sense. So, got a lot of fun videos planned in the next couple weeks to wrap up the year. I'm trying to get to posting 25 videos within the next 2 months. So there's a lot of videos coming out soon. And then the podcast, obviously. If you haven't checked the podcast out, go check the podcast out. Link in the description. Got opinions for days on stuff. A lot of fun stuff going on in the NBA. I like the NBA, man. This is fun. Comment down what you think the Clippers need to do to, whether it's identity, playing somebody, not playing somebody. Let me know what you think they need to do to make some changes in order for them to win a championship. Other than that, I got nothing else for y'all. So we out.